What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Randi Roundup. Today we have breaking news, including Michael Saylor talking with the SEC. We have a multi-billion-dollar asset manager that wants to jump into the crypto space, and two more cases that were dropped by the SEC, as well as your market action. Well, if you want to know what's going on, first smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this video out with friends so more people know what's going on here, and let's get after it. First, we have Bitcoin that is just above 94K as of recording, slipped below 94K into the high 93K range again. We're now ranging between 91 and 98K. Selling pressure at 98K is immense. We want to go past that. Your coins to watch today include HBAR, that there was a 19B4 filing for an ETF. Will that be in the running for the next ETF to be approved? We know that Litecoin has the highest probability, around that 90%. Right now, we got a lot of red in the market. Radium down 25%, Athena down 10%, Hyperliquid down 9.6%, Solana down 9%, around that $152, and SUI down 8.8%. We don't really have a lot of gainers in the past 24 hours. We do have Say that's up 3%, HBAR up 2.5%, Barachain 1.8%, and Tron up 1.2%. We have a $64 billion asset manager, Citadel, that wants to provide liquidity and crypto trading. This is the latest from Bloomberg. The firm aims to get added to the roster of market makers on various exchanges, including those run by Coinbase, Binance, and Crypto.com. Once they're approved on exchanges, it initially plans to set up market-making teams outside of the U.S., people said, asking not to be identified as the plans are not public. The extent of the push and Citadel's desire could change based on how or if new regulations roll out in the coming months. Two key cases were dropped. We know last week Coinbase's case with the SEC got dropped. Now we have OpenSea, which is one of the leading NFT marketplaces, have their case dropped, as well as Robinhood, who said in their press release they knew that the SEC's venture with them would fail as they have not done anything wrong in regards to securities laws. Now over to Michael Saylor. We know that he was raising $2 billion to buy more Bitcoin, and so he did. For $1.99 billion, there was over 20,000 Bitcoin acquired by Strategy today, which again is their new rebrand from MicroStrategy to Strategy. That's not all from Michael Saylor. He met with the SEC Crypto Task Force to describe what the new regulations should be and define a few things. Let's jump into it. Digital Asset Framework, Principles, and Opportunities for the United States. First, he said a digital commodity is an asset without an issuer backed by digital power like Bitcoin. A digital security is an asset with an issuer backed by security. A digital currency is an asset with an issuer backed by fiat, which again, what is fiat really backed by is my question. Digital token is a fungible asset with an issuer offering utility. A digital NFT is a non-fungible asset with an issuer offering digital utility, which is an NFT. Digital ABT, an asset with an issuer backed by a physical asset like gold, oil, agricultural commodities. Which is interesting because we saw Michigan propose a Mishcoin, something backed by their gold and silver reserves, which was originally brought about by Texas that wanted a stablecoin or a token that was backed by their gold reserves. He went into path of legitimacy, issuers, exchanges, the right to self-custody or the right to custody, trade, transfer assets. Then owners, the right to self-custody, trade, and transfer their assets, and responsibilities comply with applicable local laws. At least he's advertising for the right to self-custody. I believe that is one of the most important things about Bitcoin and crypto is being your own bank and having something that's not controlled by a centralized entity or something that just can't be taken away from you, which Michael Saylor also jumped into when he spoke at CPAC last week. He then jumps into standardized disclosures, compliance, cost limits, streamlined issuance, capitals markets renaissance, rapid issuance, cost reduction, broader participation, investor opportunities like tokenized commodities, real estate, art, businesses, teams, collectibles, IP, and brands, and then establishing the U.S. as the global digital leader by saying that the USD as a global reserve digital currency. So I feel like he's advertising for stablecoins or maybe even a CBDC here, which I don't know, again, finite, but this is kind of what I'm getting for this. Digital capital growth, expand global digital capital markets from $2 trillion to $280 trillion with U.S. investors capturing the majority of the wealth, digital asset leadership, and a strategic Bitcoin reserve, which I find the most important here. Establish a reserve capable of creating a $16 to $81 trillion in wealth for the U.S. Treasury, providing a pathway to offset national debt. Michael Saylor said at CPAC, there's only one country that can buy 20% of the Bitcoin network. He believes that the United States should be the one to do that. Within a Bitcoin Act that was proposed by Senator Cynthia Lummis, the idea was for the government over 5 years to accumulate 1 million Bitcoin out of the 21 million to ever exist. This would be 200,000 Bitcoin per year being bought by the government. I find that to be a pretty good idea. Again, we want to cement the United States to be an economic powerhouse that cannot be defeated. And if we have Bitcoin, it's ultimately going to help the dollar. What do you guys think about this? Are you bullish on Michael Saylor and the crypto task force? Are you bullish on the United States as the crypto capital of the world? Make sure you smash like, comment your thoughts down below, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here, and I will see you tomorrow morning for the Daily Zest. Have an amazing day, and as always, stay zesty. Peace.